Hello everyone and welcome to the GMS Magazine channel. I am Paco Garcia, your host, and this is the RPG A Day 2021 edition. This is a series that was created originally by Dave Chapman, in which every single day during the month of August we're going to be talking something related to role-playing games. This is day one. Let's talk about scenarios. I am going to have a disclaimer. Escenario in Spanish means stage. So I think that's the meaning that I want to give to this word. Not just the scenario that you're playing, but also in what stage you are playing your game. Because it would be quite easy for me to talk about scenarios, But I like to give this a little bit of a spin, and since the two words in Spanish and English are very similar, I would like to think about a scenario more like a stage. And I always think, what kind of stages, what kind of scenarios do we play role-playing games? And how could we push ourselves to play in different environments that will perhaps enhance in some ways or help us, develop ourselves as players and GMs. So to give you a couple of examples, or three examples in fact. When I started playing Vampire the Masquerade, when it first came out in the 90s, some of my friends, and we never got to do this, okay, so disclaimer, but some of my friends thought, wouldn't it be cool if we actually played this game in the cemetery? And I bet lots of people have thought about this in the past or in the present. And thought that this would be a great idea. And I think atmospherically that would be amazing. However, in my country it kind of means that you have to trespass because cemeteries close at night, and therefore you cannot just be wandering there at will, and we got caught. That could be rather problematic. So we never did it. Cowards. But one more recent scenario that I am going to be introducing into my gaming life is playing at work. My company, I work for a cybersecurity company that I'm very proud of. They place a massive value on people speaking languages, to the point that we have an in-house English, Italian and German teacher who will, we can give up some hours of our week to learn languages. And I thought it would be a great idea to organize a gaming afternoon, maybe on Fridays or Wednesdays, we don't know yet, so we can get together at the canteen and play role-playing games in English so they can practice and learn some vocabulary that otherwise would be completely oblivious to them. Because when we learn medieval fantasy, fantasy or even science fiction role-playing games, we are exposed to certain vocabulary that, general people perhaps never get to see. So it's a good scenario for me because I get to socialize with my work colleagues, which I like doing. I get to play games, which I like doing. They get to practice English, which is going to be good for everyone. And it's a good practice for work. It feels very good. So that would be one scenario, one stage where you could do it. But the cool thing that I like about role-playing games, and this is something that I've done several times in the past, is that you can play pretty much anywhere. And it doesn't matter where you are, and you can adapt to your scenario. So, in 2019, when Satin Phoenix came to Barcelona, we found ourselves in the dockyard, sitting on the floor, just playing for about half an hour, a couple of scenes, just because we had some time to kill before dinner, and we didn't even need to roll die. We were playing D&D and just describing what our characters were doing, and it was fantastic. It was really, really good fun, and people just looked at us, and you can extrapolate this to board games if you want as well. My husband and I, we've gone to a vacation to Madrid, and we took a little two-player war game called 1802, which is absolutely very, very good. And we went to the historical places that this game mentions, and we played the game in each and every single one of them. And we had some people coming to us to ask, oh, what is this? What are you doing? And explaining, well, this is what we are up to at the moment. And people thinking, damn, that's a really cool thing, which I think is absolutely wonderful. And I wish it happened more time. So, it would be great to get back the PIP. That right now is a bit dangerous to do. So obviously I'm not going to recommend that we do it until this pandemic is thoroughly under control. But the PIP was an initiative that came out a long time ago called Play in Public. And the idea was to destigmatize role-playing games and board games by actually going to a park or going to the beach and to play in public. And for people to be able to see what you were doing. Go down to the pub and roll your die, get your minis and your map and your everything, get a beer or a drink or something to eat, and please do, and just play in public. And I think that would be absolutely wonderful. So, it would be great if we think about what scenarios do we playing and how do they affect the way that we play and us as gamers, because that, I think, could be a very interesting exercise of introspection for us, which is never a bad thing to do. Tomorrow, another one of these. Please tune in, subscribe, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Leave me your comments on there. It would be great to hear them. Take care.